Boracay, the most popular island in the Philippines. It consistently tops best beaches in the world list.
This is where we got married, so it will always have a special place in our hearts. This means we've been to the island many times and have eaten almost everywhere. We're going to rank all the places we ate during our most recent trip, based on food quality, taste, value for money, and the always important Aussie thing, the vibe.
Starting off with number 8, Rima Mediterranean Treetop Dining. This is the only restaurant on this list which we wouldn't recommend. Everything else is a matter of one testing the others. Rima is still the most romantic restaurant we dine at in Boracay. If you prefer a good date night venue, this could still be a good choice for you. It's the last place for us because the price didn't match the quality. It was way too much for what it is. Granted, it is in Shangri-La. We can't fault the service, but we've had better steak or food. Be warned that it's also an outdoor venue. Prepare for the heat. They have outdoor fans and they'll give you wet towels, but it wasn't comfortable at all, at least not for us. I was also expecting an extensive Mediterranean menu, but it felt more of a steakhouse. We have plenty of Mediterranean restaurants here in Sydney, and we can't help but compare. So I'm so sorry, Rima. Shame because I was super excited for it.
Number 7, Jello Poolside Restaurant and Bar, a casual dining staple at Shangri-La Boracay. If you are staying at Shang Bora, you'll most likely dine here at some point. Nestled amongst the many swimming pools facing the beach,
It's the perfect place to satisfy your hunger.
they specialize in oven-baked pizza, and that's what we recommend you order. They also have an extensive list of fun cocktails. They were much too strong for Mario, but you might find them more manageable. Price is more on the expensive side, given that it is a restaurant in Shangri-La, but one pizza is good enough for two. So you can shave off some dollars, or should I say peso, that way.
We needed a break from not caring what we ate, and Nonie's restaurant at Station X was the answer. Nonie's is perfect. It's further out in Station X after Station 2, but a good reason to explore this side of the island. The vibe fits the bill perfectly. It's exactly what I imagine a healthy restaurant on a built-up island looks like. The choices are plentiful and quite creative. They stayed true to Filipino classics and turned them into something healthy. I was dying to have quesong puti, which is a Carabao milk, but they ran out. The vegan sisig was okay, but not something I would order again. Sisig just needs to be served on a sizzling plate, and it's quite not the same. Wade's Pork and Beans is not your tinned version for sure, a lot bigger than we thought. As you can see, it is not a pure vegan/vegetarian fare. And I do not know how they made malunggay juice so nice.
At number 5, a bit of a break from Filipino food. Along the main road of Boracay, you'll find the Pig Out Bistro. They specialize in bar food and burgers. They still do Filipino food, of course, so I had my favorite, beef salpicao. But Mario strayed away from the Filipino food and got the one and only thing she was after, a bone marrow burger. It was a little too greasy for our liking, so the smoothies were perfect to balance the oil out.
Number 4, the busiest out of all the restaurants we went to, Barlo restaurant at Two Seasons Hotel in Station 1. They are famous for two things, 4-cheese pizza and oyster sisig. This isn't our first rodeo at Barlo. We didn't like it the first time. We tried it back in 2017, but it always makes the best places to eat in Boracay list, so we gave it another go. It was busy for sure. We had to wait in line, but not for long, so get in early. No pizza this time because we're staying at another Two Seasons property in Coron, and we're going to try it there. Oyster sisig was definitely better this time. We also had sinampalukang manok, and that was a fail. Don't even. If you're a couple, ordering a pizza plus the sisig with rice is going to be too much, so break up your visit. It's in the best part of the island, so worth coming back to over and over again. I want to talk about the service though. No qualms with the quality of the service, especially with how busy they get, but the gentleman serving us blatantly asked for a tip, whispering, quote-unquote, to take care of him because he doesn't get any of the tips being a contractor. I don't mind tipping, especially in the Philippines, but we would have left some either way, but who even knows if his story is true? His workmates were all giving him the look. It was just rather awkward, that is all. Oh, there was also a lizard on top of us the whole time. I'm scared of anything that moves except for humans and dogs. It ruined the experience a bit for me, but I would still come back. Dem sisig was good. Coming in at number 3, Jonah's fruit shake and snack bar. You cannot go to Boracay and not have Jonah's shake. When I was in university, there was only one Jonah store. The original one at Station 1, which is the one we went to. Now they are all over the island. Kudos to them. They make the best shakes in the island, hands down. Heck, it could be all of the Philippines. You'd be spoiled for choice, too many in my opinion, but get the Choco Banana Peanut. And you can thank me later. They are cheap and addictive, so watch your sugar intake. If you can, go to the original store. It's a great success story. The first one is always special, and it has seating facing the beach as well. They serve them in rice straw as well, which was very interesting.
Alright, it's been a lot of food everyone, but we're getting to the final stretch. At second place, Vintana, again at Shangri-La Boracay. Best breakfast buffet on the island. If you are staying at Shangri-La, this comes packaged with your accommodation. If not, it's going to cost you a lot, but you should make the most of it and prepare to skip lunch. Every Shangri-La offers amazing buffet breakfast, but what makes the Boracay resort special is it's never too busy. We've stayed here a few times and we've never had to wait for a table, even during the busy periods. It's clean and they have a lot of choices, from donuts on the wall to more local pastries, Filipino breakfast, dim sum, noodles, ice cream, fresh fruit, fruit juice, English breakfast, everything. For a buffet, it's a great experience. It feels premium. It's not crowded and the staff are always smiling, just like everyone in the Philippines.
For number 1, ChaCha's Beach Cafe. This actually surprised us. I mean, we knew food would be great because we've stayed here before and their ube champorado is to die for. Their menu is extensive, but it's so creative that you'll actually have fun perusing it. We recommend going for their Filipino food offering and get yourself some calamansi juice. It's the perfect cold drink in the heat. We ordered some soup, yes, in the 30-degree heat. I love soup and they make good kansi, a bone marrow in sour and spicy broth. You must pair it up with some steamed rice and satisfaction guaranteed. We also got dinakdakan, which is quite like sisig, its more famous cousin, but usually creamier. My first introduction to dinakdakan was actually in Sydney. Ever since then, I was a fan, so I wasn't too impressed with this, but it was still pretty good. They have such a fun, casual island vibe at ChaCha's. I believe they have live music at night too. I love the bright and white interiors. I also have to mention that their toilets are air-conditioned. Quite funny, but it was a good respite from the heat. Well, we hope you found it helpful. Let us know your favorite restaurant in Boracay in the comments. Like the video so it can reach more people and they can find out more about what Boracay has to offer. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok for daily updates and some behind the scenes. And to see more of Boracay, watch these next. Stay safe and thank you for watching.